We're back again. The year is 2013. Talking fruit was acceptable. Filthy Frank was just doing the Harlem Shake, and we found out what the Fox really said. Well, let's not forget that they released Rust, a multiplayer-only survival zombie game that kind of took the world by storm, okay? Hey guys. Look what the cat dragged in. I didn't even know she was here. Rust mostly played like ass, and it just felt like the combat just felt really bad. Like it was very laggy, unfinished product. The mic sounded like shit. There wasn't a ton to do in the game. Yet here we are, going on 9 years, and the game is still up and running. And don't get me wrong, it's way better than what it was when it was released. But what was the constant? What was the factor that made the game fun? Spoiler alert, it's you. Like I said, the zombie survival game that we had it wasn't the best, okay? There was a lackluster amount of content, the engine was really bad, there was an unrateable base in the alpha build for the entirety of the alpha build, and overall, the combat system was very, very laggy and pitchy. It's kind of like how PUBG is today, so in some regards, it's ahead of its time. And the original premise of the game, which was the zombie loot survival game, kind of like DayZ clone, really completely changed. Practically overnight. But here we are, just like a relapsing alcoholic, coming back for more Rust every single day, every single wipe. And we really wonder what it's all about, because we always get into this game and we have bullets that literally hit the target but don't do any damage, and we have exploit, and there's just so many issues we like to complain about. But why does the game suck? Or why doesn't it suck? Rust as a game is aight, okay? Rust as a game is aight, okay? There's definitely some problems with the game, and it's really grindy. Vanilla is practically unplayable if you're just a casual player who wants to get into the late game. Modded servers are more and more abundant every day because people understand that there are some problems with the game. Well, and the game itself, the PvE, is closer to Minecraft than it is to the forest in terms of survival. But the player base, or more importantly, the you and me's, the X factor, I would say, is the reason why the game has stayed alive and stayed very relevant and very fun to every group of audience. And you know why I call it the X factor? Because you never know what the fuck we are doing, okay? I mean, I could just explain a beach side, right? So you see some guys with bows just shooting at one another. You have someone jumping off the lighthouse to commit sewer slide. You have some guys on the roof just shooting at everybody nearby in their big towering oasis base. Jeez, it's hard for me to say. You have some naked harvesting some other naked for animal fat that's sleeping on the beach. The possibilities are virtually endless, and this is just a plain scene. Let me paint you a picture of it without any of the players, and you have a relaxing beach. And don't get me wrong, it's cool and all to have, you know, a beach in a video game. The amount of action that can spawn via the player is the reason why Rust multiplayer only has worked for so long. It's the same scenario as if you would have a city full of people completely disappear, and then there's no action, there's no excitement, nothing is happening. I feel like that's a plot to a movie. The other beautiful aspect to Rust, which I've always been a huge fan of whenever I'm playing any video game whatsoever, is the abundance of freedom that the game provides. The only objective that you need to do is survive in the game. Now, hypothetically, survive is a very broad word. In terms of the game, how many times that I die in a single wipe, surviving is pretty damn hard, as you have to figure out what you want to do. So the objective of only surviving is hard enough, but you have an astounding amount of playstyles you can choose to succeed in your one goal. Some people might be hunting miners. Some people are hunting farmers. Some people are just camping recycling bins at towns, and that's how they succeed. Some people just dominate in every PvP fight ever, which happens to always be against me. But you know, that's how they win. Emotional, damn it! If you wanna mine rocks for 4 hours and listen to Squid Game ASMR, you can. If you wanna kill those stinky scientists, you can. Or the tunnel rat, or looting barrels on the side of the road or right outside rocket launch site. I almost said Rocket League. What did I say? If you want to have a peaceful village and live by the river with some of your friendlies, and you see some nakeds going by, hand them some food, you hand them a spear and say, go get your food. You can't. Fuck you. I'm murdering every one of you. You gotta have scrap somewhere, right? The point of this video is that you and I both make the game. It's fun. I mean, every Spoon Kid or Frost video you've ever seen, if you have seen them, I recommend you check them out. It's a roller coaster of emotions, and I mean that not dramatic. So I was being just a little bit dramatic in this part, but I will say that Rust content is the most entertaining content I have ever watched when it comes to gaming. And that's no cap, Blatt. Literally in the sense of it's entertaining every time you watch it because something new is always happening. And you may see, yeah, I've seen a million videos about someone counter-raiding a base, or I've seen a million videos of base tutorials. The point I'm trying to make is that it's always different when you have your own experience, and every experience is different, which is what makes a multiplayer game like this work for a long period of time. It begs the question, are these even scripted? Because some wild shit happens every time. Sometimes they are, but we like to forget about that sometimes. Entertainment of the content that Rust YouTubers are making, it's like movie-like. It's every single video that I've seen of Frost is entertaining, and Spoon Kid just has some of the most hilarious shit ever happened to him, and there's all these smaller YouTubers I'm not naming, but I've seen their content all the time. All I'm saying is that the player base and the amount of freedom that you're given helps create this universe of endless possibilities, and every single time you want to bash your skull in with the rock you keep respawning with on the beach because those fuckers don't stop shooting you, or you're tilted because you got killed by a hacker 300 meters away when you're right outside your base just depoting loot from a gas station, or some guy calls you words that you've only heard on 12 Years a Slave, or you get killed by Bradley and then you get countered right after killing Bradley. So did you really even do Bradley? Which is complete bullshit, by the way. I fucking hate anyone who does that. I will hunt you down. You just gotta remember this. At least we're not Overwatch. Thanks so much for watching. This was not an easy video to make. I'm gonna be putting in a lot of time on this one. Make sure to subscribe. Come on, man. I've been working hard. I'm almost at 1,000 subs. That's pretty cool. More Rust content, more everything content to come. I hope you have a good wipe next time you play Rust, and if you don't, I hope you have a good wipe on your ass when you shit. And yeah. See you guys.
See, at times I might be running like a brother gunning craze with army fatigues, cause every day I'm hunting justice like a cure for AIDS. Swing a spade, rhyme craze. I move strategic lyrics blaze whenever heated on point. Inflaming MCs like joints, a man of actual reactions like I'm packing. State of mind's position like a prison, my soul's attacking. Using the streets as the planes of battle. I'm rounding hostages like cattle. I sneak attacking from the shadows to leave you rattled by my militant ways. My murdering phase, assassinating traitors out of habit. My mind is tragic, still in training for this time of raining. I'm talking terrorists, so fuck this waste of time explaining. So I'll attack.